Hi, Tatsiana.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little bit more about who you are and what you do as a psychologist?
Well, first of all, thank you for this question because it really allows me to look within. There are a few things that I want you to know about me. A few things that I'm actually very proud of. So one is that I've studied and practiced psychology in 3 countries. In Belarus, that's the country where I'm from originally, and in Russia, that's where I received my master's degree, and also in the United States. So that's where I graduated from the graduate school and I became a doctor. I work with therapists who are students who are becoming therapists or therapists who have been therapists for years and years and years. And I design courses for them and I teach those courses. I also work with organizations. I can develop different workshops, different retreat programs, whatever they need. And retreats, I love retreats. I've been trained in yoga as well, so I incorporate some elements of yoga in my work. And one of my favorite experiences that I recently developed is called Art Inside Journey. So that's the way to incorporate art and psychology together. So that's what I do.
What kind of people do you usually work with?
Those people who are ready to look within. Because oftentimes people talk about this change that they want, but they want their partner to change, their child to change, their grandmother to change, right? So they're coming to a therapist and saying, okay, well, everybody's driving me nuts, so could you please change them? No, I cannot. I don't work with other people. I work with you. So when you come to me and you're ready to look within, you are the only person who you can do anything about, right? So I work with you. And if you're feeling lost, for example, if you're going through some sort of transition, maybe you just had a child, maybe you're pregnant and expecting a child, or maybe your child just left for college just like mine, and now you're an empty nester and you're figuring out, okay, what am I going to do with this space? So any sort of life transition, so that's one of my specialties. Another one, I work with people who went through any kind of trauma. It may be physical abuse, it may be sexual abuse, it may be verbal abuse, or anything else that feels to you as traumatic. Trauma is a very subjective experience as well. I work with couples. I work with adolescents. I don't work with young kids if they're not part of the family. Sometimes I do a family therapy as well. I love working with groups in the context of group therapies or in the context of retreats. If you are wondering about what is well-being for you, if you want to live a healthy life, so we are exploring what does this mean? What does healthy life means to you? If you're not sure what's going on in your relationship, in your intimate relationship with your beloved, for example, or if you are struggling with some sort of issues that are related to sexuality, or maybe you're living with cancer, or maybe you just went through cancer treatment. So that's also something that I could support.
You're mentioning people want to change. Do you really believe that people can change?
Yes, I do. I do believe that people can change it, and that's why I'm doing this work. Otherwise, it would be pointless for me, right? To study all of these years and to keep practicing. Then, if I would not believe it, then what's the point? I do, but I look at the change, I think, in a little bit different way than maybe we're used to. So I think for the change to happen, we first need to see and really recognize what is going on in our lives at the first place. I think way too often we want to get out of the sense of discomfort, way too often. When we feel maybe lost, when we feel pain, maybe if we're going through a loss of any sorts, we really want to speed that up because difficult processes in life come with difficult emotions, and we want to change and we want to live this happy life. And I do think, by the way, that nowadays we are a little bit too obsessed about being happy all the time. So I do think that all feelings matter. So before we move into any kind of change, before we help you create the life you want, we need to help you to recognize what is it that you have right now. We need to help you to feel grounded in what it is now, even if it's a difficult point in your life. Because I do strongly believe that your solutions are there in you already. You know the answers, and they're hidden in your now. And so we're learning to recognize and accept what is, and then move towards the change that you want. So do I believe in change? Yes, I do. Do I think it's really simple? No, I don't. It's a process, but I'm here to support you in it.
I already feel that you have a different approach from other therapists or coaches. Please help me understand this better, how you are actually different.
At some point, I stopped comparing myself to other therapists because I actually truly and genuinely believe that there are a lot of good therapists out there, a lot. And the question to answer is not which therapist has the best approach, because there is no such thing as a best approach. Just like if we're going to the store to get some fruit, which fruit is better? I mean, all of them are great. Which fruit do you want? Which fruit does your body want right now? So that's the question, right? So I cannot say how I'm different from others. I can only say what my approach is, and I can talk about my values and extend an invitation to you to decide for yourself. Right now you're listening to me. Right now you're talking to me. Does this resonate with you? So because if it does, so then that means that maybe my approach, maybe my values, maybe my personality, it's something that resonates with you, right? So my approach is person-centered, existential, process-oriented, which means well, that probably sounds like quite a bit of words, like psychology words. So what does this mean? That means that I do not have any standard that I want to fit you in. I don't have a plan for you. What I know very well how to do is how to create space for you to discover what you need. I don't know what you need, but I know how to create that space where you'll be able to discover that. I don't have an answer for you, but I can help you to find it. So I meet you with this invitation to come in and to develop a relationship with me, because I think that that's the main tool that we have.
Should someone ask themselves, am I the right fit for you?
So how would you know if I'm it for you? How would you know? Okay, so I love this question very much because it gives me an opportunity to shed some light on two types of responses that you can experience right now as you're listening to me. So response number one, you might feel that I'm your person. You might feel that the words resonate with you, that the tone of my voice feels very nice and supportive, and that is the person who you want to talk, and you like the way I look, and you like everything else around me, so everything resonates aesthetically and visually, all of your senses. But that's only one response. So the other response also is if you all of a sudden feel that, wow, this woman, she is not for me. I don't like pink, I don't like all of these orchids around her, I don't like that she makes mistakes and she's not native speaker, and all of those. So, and you might feel really, really resentful towards me right now. And your inclination might be like, oh no, she is not mine. But I would say at this moment, stop and think. Because right now you're experiencing some resentment toward me, and I can assure you that that's not the first time in your life where you feel those feelings. I'm sure you felt that before in the relationship with other people. But the thing is that you are not able to discuss those feelings with those people in the real life, and you just steer away from them. But I would challenge you, actually, if you do feel resentful, reach out and let's talk, because I can be that person who can handle a space for your work, you can explore, why is this all of a sudden that pink irritates me so much? Or the fact that she's not native English speaker, why does it make me angry? You can talk to me because I can handle it. And through that difficult conversation, you will discover something else about yourself at the first place, because this process is about you and it's not about me.
One more question for you. What do you love most about the work you do? Because I feel how passionate you are when you're talking about your work.
Yes. I for sure, I love what I do, literally. I love what I do because in this work, people come to me in their most vulnerable states. And it feels such an honor to be a person who another human being is reaching out for some help, for support. And by the way, I do think that it's not a sign of weakness when we ask for help, but it's a sign of tremendous strength. So I feel honored to be that person who can support another human being in their process of evolution, evolving. I love when I hear from other people when they say, I've discovered something about myself. You've helped me own something about myself. Now my life feels more of my own. It's that. It brings me a lot of meaning. So this is one of the reasons why I love what I do. And another one is I love psychology because I can see, in my experience, I can see and I can feel how much useful tools psychology gives us in creating the lives that we want to live. And I love this work because I can share this knowledge with other people who want to learn about it.